Expressed on the Demetrius Johnson Show are not necessarily those of WHHL FM.
Hey, St. Louis, the show starts now. Demetrius Johnson, banging out the box from 8 to 10. Sunday morning, jamming so hard he might break the rim. Demetrius Johnson, fella, keeping his ear to the street. Hot 104.1, he's bringing the heat. Demetrius Johnson, true conversation about St. Louis sports, politics, education, the streets, and music. Demetrius Johnson, he's bringing you news from SLU to Mizzou. Home of the Cardinals, the Rams, and the Blues. Demetrius Johnson, rewarding big-time players, making big-time plays. Who's shining on the football field, who's shooting them J's. Demetrius Johnson, keeping it 100 with the big fella. Just like me, he's a true STLer. Demetrius Johnson, looking out for the community and the kids. It's the big fella, man, you know who he is. Demetrius Johnson, so hot, so hot. You're now in tune with the sound of Big Lang. And the show starts now. Demetrius Johnson.
Good morning. Welcome to the Demetrius Johnson Show with the big fella and the coach and the hurricane. What up? What up, JC? How you doing, coach? Coach, you there? Hello. We're gonna try to work this thing out, y'all. What's up, Wayne Anderson? How you doing? We're gonna figure this thing out sooner or later. Just hang on in there, y'all. We got a good show lined up, man. I'm going to oh man, we got a good show. Bill Monroe, what's up, man? What's up, Robert Howard? How you guys doing? You placed a concern in. Okay, I'll check it out today, man. Yeah, you know what? So let me just make this clear so my folks kind of do understand. I don't do a lot of I do look at my box and inbox. I'm not a real Facebook guy or anything like that. And my man JC said he can barely hear us. So we'll figure it out, Jim. Coach, we're going to figure it out, baby. Jeff, we're going to figure it out. We got my man, the big fella, in here with the other big fella. He's doing the board for us. So we're going to have to work it out where we can get everybody on here so everybody can hear us. So what's up, Erica? Hey, Erica, what's up, man? How's that race going on for you out there? Yeah, hey, Mike Wilson. Yeah, we on Hot 104.1, man. Yeah, we are. So go on and check that out. Hey, man, we got a lot of stuff we're going to be talking about today. I want to get down and have a conversation regarding what happened out there in California. JC, you there, buddy?
Yeah, now we rolling now.
All right, Coach, you there? I mean, you there, Jeff?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right, folks, how you guys doing, man? I got my boy Big D running the board today, so we're going to be fine, man. What up, Raymond Collins? I love my brother Raymond Collins, man. I haven't talked to him in a long time. Hey, before we go to Big Mike, hey, Jeff, what's going on with all that stuff out there, Jeff? We ain't talked to you since it's happened in D.C.
Yeah, there's probably 10 different aspects of that disaster to break down, but to keep it short, I'm just going to pick one, and that is Donald Trump. He has lived up to what I predicted 4 years ago. Remember when you guys made fun of me when I called him a bad man? But he is a bad man. And I think what should happen is they should pursue impeaching him if he has not committed a crime in order to make sure he can't run for president again. There's a little-known thing in the Constitution that seems to say that you can impeach somebody after they leave office, and if a majority, not 3/4, but if a majority of senators agree, he can be banned from running for office again. And one way or the other, whether it's throwing a felony around his neck or impeaching him after he leaves office and voting to ban him from running again, we need to get this guy out of our world.
Coach?
Yeah, well, bigger for me, DJ, is that, in the past, we've talked to Jeff about Black Lives Matter, and he has been kind of critical.
No doubt.
You've been kind of critical of Black Lives Matter.
No doubt.
I want to know from you today, what would have happened if Black Lives Matter would have been up on that Capitol with all that was going on at the Capitol? What would have been different for those black folks that would have been up there?
Yeah, it would have been handled differently, no doubt about it. And whether it's because the Capitol Police are racist or the Capitol Police are incompetent or the Capitol Police are both racist and incompetent, all the leadership should be forced to resign or fired. And as I understand, that's what's happening, and that's appropriate.
Well, hey, Jeff, I give you credit, man. You got to be one of the best I've ever been around, man. You are good. I mean, hey, folks, on Facebook and on the radio, Jeff Frankfurt is one of the best I've ever been around. Did you see how he dodged around? Oh, my God. Hey, man, this dude is good. Jeff, you are good. I mean, I can appreciate.
I'm taking that as a compliment.
It is. I mean, you're one of the best. That's why I see. I don't know. Let me tell y'all, Jeff Frankfurt. Oh, man, you just got to be JC. That's a great question starting the show off. JC, Jeff,
Yes.
that was a great question to start the show off.
Yeah, that was a great answer.
My boy Jeff is a bad boy. And you lied to, you're right. Jeff Frankfurt is good. Good morning, Angie. How you doing? You lied to Anderson. Jeff Frankfurt is freaking good. Let me tell you, JC asked him, would the same situation been the same? And Gloria, you're right. I'm looking at you. Thank you. All right. Jeff came and said, man, you good, Jeff. That's why you my boy. Jeff said, hey, well, I don't know if it's racism. I don't know if it's because they're black. But, yeah, it would have been handled differently.
No, I didn't say because they're black, because the cops were white. I said, I don't know if they're racist, I don't know if they're incompetent, or if I don't know if they're racists who are incompetent, but they should all be fired, and I think they will.
Hey, Jeff. Let me just say.
They should have, I'm not going to use a bad word, but they should have been kicking some A, and they didn't, and they should be fired.
Let's say this, Jeff. Let's say we don't know, okay, let's just assume that they're not racist, okay? And I can feel they're not racist, okay?
Then they're incompetent and they should be fired.
No. Hold down. Hold on. And my man Mike Wilson say, Jeff, don't be stupid, Jeff. Keep it real, okay? All right. So that's what I'm saying, Jeff. This is what JC and I have been talking to you. You've been on the show with us, 5-6 years now? However long it's been. And you're one of my closest boys, man. You're my cat. And people don't know. Let me give y'all some background of Jeff Frankfurt so y'all can understand who this guy is. I don't think I've ever told people all your history. Jeff Frankfurt is a graduate of the University of Missouri in media. He used to be a reporter. So I want some of you folks who didn't know nothing about Jeff and all that stuff know who this guy is. He used to be a reporter, one of the best reporters going. Transitioning that to politics, became the chief of staff of Mayor Slay. And what was you chief of staff for, like 14 years, Jeff?
Yes.
Yeah, for 14 years, the chief of staff of Mayor Slay. And let me be real with y'all. He was the best they ever had in St. Louis City. People hated him. We call him the Hurricane because it was coined, the Hurricane, in the St. Louis American newspaper, saying Jeff was a hurricane. And one thing about it, Jeff Frankfurt took no stuff. And I'm like, nah. Jeff ain't no flunky, big dog. I ain't going to let you go there, my boy. Jeff ain't that. Jeff is a smart, intelligent, brilliant dude. Knows his game. And knows how to answer questions. That's what he does. I mean, he's a guy that's going to be able to tell you, he'll answer the question what you ask of him, but he ain't going to answer the question like he should have. He should have answered. All right? But he's going to give you whatever answer it is, his true opinion. And one thing the dude is not going to do, he's not going to be scared. I'm going to tell you that right now. He can stand on his own. He can go mano a mano with anybody. All right? So I want y'all to know that, and Jeff is a white man. And he is one of JC and our closest friends. Jeff and I are boys. Mm-hmm. That's our cat. So we got his back and he got ours. I just want to put that out there. So when y'all hear me and Jeff going at it, it's real talk, but that's my boy. He's one of my closest friends. I'm just telling y'all that. This is my guy.
We also got a bet going, and for pretty much the entire year, I'm gonna be doing my part to win the bet.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go there. I've
You are.
I've come with a New Year's
time.
resolution. I'm not calling people no idiots.
It's a matter of time.
I haven't did it in 2 weeks now. I've been good.
Oh, 2 weeks out of 52. We're just getting warmed up.
Okay, but that's pretty good for me. All right, so let's talk about this. All right, Bianchi, what are you starting early this morning? He's saying everybody said that Mayor how a racist Mayor Slay was getting rid of Percy Green for one. I don't know what that's got to do with what our conversation is, Bianchi. All right.
And the other day, DJ, Bianchi stated that it was the Washington D.C. police. No, it was the Capitol Police.
Right.
They were the ones defending the Capitol. So don't tell me that it was the Washington D.C.
The Capitol Police blew it. That's not even an argument. It's the Capitol Police.
Yeah. So they do have a right to defend the Capitol.
So this is our question, folks. And this I'm gonna ask Jeff this, and I'm whatever kind of answer. You know how Jeff. I just told you his background. So he's brilliant of dodging, but answering it, but dodging.
I didn't dodge. I said anybody who
okay,
does
but let me say,
should be
Jeff,
treated harshly.
All
That's
right, Jeff,
what I said.
let me
That's
say
not
this,
dodging.
Jeff. Let me say this. If you guys go on my Facebook page and pull up a picture I put up the other day of this lady, okay? Well, she got maced, and she was from Tennessee. She got maced, and she was, I got maced. I wish I could play that. Oh, they maced me. They pushed me out when I got in there, and they maced me. And then she said, the man said, well, what was going on? Oh, well, this is a revolution. Now,
she gave where she lived and everything.
Tell her name and just show how big an idiot she is. But let me tell you what
tasered her and then carried her out and thrown her in the slam.
Let me tell you what's more disturbing, Jeff. When you got politicians all over the country, different states coming in, being a part of this thing, and then they want to talk about how black folks are, the Black Lives Matters movement is. I mean, I'm asking you guys to tell me when this stuff went down. I mean, you see the black police. Let me show y'all what was interesting. The black police officer that was being chased up the steps dropped his little narrow-ass baton and stopped and picked it up, ran up the steps again. Not one time, folks, did any of those guys reach for their guns. Not one time. They got one white police officer getting smashed in the door and screaming, oh, help me, smashing him. Not one time. Now, so what pisses me off, hold on, Jimmy. What pisses me off.
One time.
Hold on, Jeff.
One time. They did shoot and kill a lady.
Jeff, hold on.
One time.
Hold on,
right.
Jeff. Jeff,
time.
let me say what I got to say, man. What pisses me the hell off is this. The violence that was on these people. You know when we go, you stop a black kid in the car, and they pick up a damn phone. The guy say, yeah, I'm a registered philanderist in Minnesota. Picks up a phone, and saying, hey, yeah, I'm a carry. I'm concealed. I got a concealed weapon. Yes, I got license to hear and picking, and they kill the guy. The guy getting in the car, he had a knife. And the police grabbed the young man, paralyzed him, pulling him by his shirt when it's a threat coming to you. It ain't a threat going away from you. He was getting in his car and they shoot him in the back in front of his kids 7 times, right? You got these racist-ass people up there. They are going and they trying to hurt somebody. This was a coup, man. They were trying to destroy the ballots. They was trying to hold up the election. They came with violent intentions. They came to make just havoc out of anything they had to do. And then we have white folks sitting up here saying, it wouldn't have been the same. Come on, man. That's what pissed us off. When we tell you, Jeff.
Which white folks are you talking about, by the way? Because most white folks thought they should have cracked their skulls.
I'm talking about the white folks on TV that I've seen. You ain't hear no white person. Jeff, come on, man.
They ain't on CNN.
Can I say something, Jeff? You not heard not one white person said they should have shot them people, or they should have defended themselves. You know what they said? Donald Trump incited the riot, which he did. That's all they talked about. They really never talked about how it should have been defended. Maybe I just haven't heard it. They never talked about.
You missed it. You missed it a lot. Yeah,
okay.
No, there was not all, but there were some Republicans who, I mean, almost everybody other than the hardcore Trump people said all of the leadership of the Capitol Police should be fired. And, of course, the Capitol Police leadership knew they were going to be fired, so they're all quitting.
Hey, man, I got a text from a buddy of mine. Let me read this text. He says, the county police use more force to try to keep the Quick Trip from burning than West Florissant did at the Capitol Police, trying to stop them from overtaking the Capitol.
And the Capitol Police, it was disgraceful how the Capitol Police handled it. Totally disgraceful.
Hey, Jeff, you and I know it was an inside job.
That is not. It hadn't been proven, but
Jeff,
it is not
you and I
impossible
know
that
it's an inside job. Jeff,
that is not
hey,
impossible.
Jeff, listen to me,
and
Jeff.
if it did, he should be charged with a crime.
Did you see the video? Did you see the video when they open the gates and some police officer talking to the guy and let him come on right on in? Did you see that one?
I did not see that one. I've seen a bunch of them that are disgraceful, and a few that were that they did a good job. So some of the officers actually did a good job. Some were disgraceful, but the leadership was. I'm not a law enforcement guy, so again, I don't know if they're racist and let them in. They should be fired for that. I don't know if they're incompetent and were underprepared,
but Jeff,
and didn't call for backup. They should be fired for that.
We understand, but Jeff,
they should be fired for that.
Now,
they did a terrible job.
Jeff, do you believe when we keep telling you?
You think they did a good job? Disagree with me,
Jeff. When we continue to tell you there are two laws in this country, you always want to tell me, "Oh, that's a law. That's the book. That's what it says."
Oh yeah. And
that's the law. That's the law.
What we do about it? No. Tell me what we do about it, DJ. Do we get rid of the law? Do we have no law?
It ain't a point. Hey, Jeff. It ain't a point about getting rid of.
Tell me what we do about it.
Are you going to listen?
Get rid of the law.
Are you going to listen?
Get rid of the law.
Well, won't you shut up and listen? Won't you shut up and listen? This is what I'm telling you. The law is being executed differently than it is for black and white.
I heard that. You've said that 100 times.
So what I'm saying, we got to start.
Do we get rid of the law?
We got to start getting rid of the damn people.
Do we get rid of the law?
We got to get rid of those racist ass people who's not fulfilling the law like it should. That's the problem you having.
I agree with that.
The problem is when you got racist ass.
You suggested over the years that we get rid of the law.
Jeff, nobody ain't said get rid of no damn law. Hey, if we get rid of the law, then what, we going to have no laws? Don't go there, Jeff.
You seem to be suggesting. That's why
what I'm suggesting to you as a white man, won't you understand what me and JC tell you? Hey, man, we are treated differently, Jeff. The law don't apply to us. You know what those white folks showed me up there? And this is what I'm telling you. It showed me the white supremacy is at its all-time best. It showed me white privilege was at its all-time best. That's it. Then you got legislators from different states out there protesting and doing the same stuff. And you got white corporate CEOs out there doing the same stuff, and they fire these people. Now, I give the companies credit. They did fire those people. And I'm saying to you, Jeff, when me and JC tell you, Jeff, those laws, we hear what you're saying about what it says in writing, but the discretion that these judges have to be able to allow folks to do what the hell they want to do, Jeff,
I got that.
It's a different
so what
ballgame.
do we do about it? Do we take the discretion away from the judges, and who do we give it to?
Okay, this is what I'm asking you, Jeff. How do we then make it fair for us? How do we make the playing field fair? I want a white man who's in politics to tell me how you make it fair for black folks. I'm going to be quiet.
I've told you this before. Everybody talks about institutions. Institutions are people. Until we change, I've said this 100 times since Michael Brown, until we change the hearts and minds of white people, and that is happening. I mean, white people are not the same white people as the days of the Klan, but as you point out, we are far, far, far from being where we need to be. Until you change their hearts and minds, these institutions are not going to change. That's what it's going to take. I've said it. The African Americans make up 13% of the country. Okay? You can't do it by force. The only thing you can do is convince white people to live up to the American ideals as set out in the Constitution and others. There is no other way. If you were 50%, hold on, you were 50% of the population, you could engage in a revolution because you've got more people than the other side, but you're not. So you're going to have to change their hearts and minds. Enough of them until the world changes.
Jeff, that is beautiful.
No, it's not beautiful.
You almost brought tears to my eyes.
Keeping it real.
Jeff,
you don't want to keep it real.
You almost brought tears. You almost brought tears to my eyes.
You want to be some kind of whatever, but you got to keep it real. These institutions,
hey Jeff, let me ask you a question.
The way they are.
Hey Jeff, let me ask you a question.
Want them to be.
You gave a significant number. You said there's 13. Blacks in America makes up 13%, right? That's what you said, right? Am I correct? Am I correct on that?
That is the approximate until we get the news.
Okay, but I'm just saying. I mean, you're right. You know, we don't know exactly the numbers on. We just right now. I'm just talking of numbers. I can't validate the numbers. Okay, until we get some validation of the numbers. So we say approximately 13% of folks in prison. Okay. Let me ask you this question, Jeff. I mean, and population of black in America. How many out of that 13% do you think are locked up in prison?
I have to look it up.
No, I don't want you to look it up. Just a guess. We don't have to look. Let me just guess.
Of that 13%?
Yes.
Or of the total population of the country?
The 13% that your number you gave. What do you think are in prison?
I'm going to guess 20 to 30%.
So 20 to 30% of the 13% are in prison.
That's just a wild guess.
I know. We just get. No, we don't know. So when you take 20 and 30% out of the 13%, what does that put us at, Jeff?
So at 10% is 1.3, so 20% would be 2.6, 30%. So just take out 4. So let's just even it out and say you're down to 10.
Okay, 10%. Now let me ask you a question.
Total wild guess.
Okay, yeah, we know that. I mean, nobody, Jeff, we're not holding you responsible for this.
I am not the American demographer.
Okay, no, we're not. But this is what I'm asking you. Tell me what kind of power we got then, Jeff. How are we going to sit down and go kumbaya with white folks? I'm asking that.
No, well,
hold on. Let me say this to you.
Hold on a second. It is not up for me to say how black people get.
Well, hell, y'all tell us everything else
in this country.
Oh, now hold up. Now they time to tell you when white folks tell us every time.
Boy, you're true. It's not. Hang on. It's not for me to tell black people how to get fairness and equity. I'm telling you how I believe and what I try to do. And as a white person, what I'm trying to do, but it is not for me to tell you what you
don't
should.
Don't y'all tell us every time? You just told me you tell us all the time.
I answered your question.
Right, let me ask you a question.
You asked me a question and I answered it. But,
hey Jeff,
but I'm not telling you how to
Jeff Rankford, man, he's good, y'all. Jeff Rankford is good. Let me ask you this question: should they get rid of Josh Hawley?
I can't answer the question now, according to you.
We got 2 minutes, Jeff. Hey Jeff, should Josh Hawley resign? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right,
but he won't.
Tell me why.
Because Josh Hawley knew better. He knew what he was doing. It wasn't emotional. It was political for his career. He knew what he was feeding off of. He knew what he was feeding into because he's a brilliant guy. And I don't think he committed a crime. He shouldn't go to jail, but the guy shouldn't be serving in the U.S. Senate anymore.
So let me ask you a question, Jeff. Do you think Josh Hawley will have to do some we'll get people put pressure that he would resign, yes or no?
Well, they already are.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So the answer is yes.
Okay. Do you think he will resign?
No, of course not.
Okay, I'm just asking. I don't know. I just want to know.
Jeff. Hey, Jeff, I got a better question for you. Will he be reelected?
Likely, but that's a long way off because he's, I think, 4 years away.
He's still going to be
but if it were
reelected.
today, I'll answer it this way. If it was today, given that Missouri is so overwhelmingly Republican, likely.
And racist.
But 4 years from now, I don't know.
Well, hey, Jeff Rankford, you are my boy. Hey, you know what we're going to do? We normally take Big Mike. I'm going to tell you, hey, Big Mike, we're going to get Big Mike at the end of the show.
I don't mind you attacking me,
we're not attacking you, Jeff. I don't never attack you, Jeff.
It's not like
Jeff, see, there you go. There you go. There you go. White folks think we're attacking because we be telling our opinion. He's attacking me. Oh, I'm attacking him. Hey, folks, did y'all hear? I want my Facebook family to tell me, am I attacking Jeff Rankford? Am I just telling him what we feel in our life, what we go through every day? Holla at your boys, man. We're gonna take some calls a little later on, man. Hey, coming up, man, we got.
All I'm telling you is, I in the most unequivocal terms, in the most strong terms possible, I'm with the vast majority of Americans and condemn what happened. I think the Capitol Police should be ashamed of themselves. That leadership, anyway.
Okay, kumbaya. We got to go, Jeff. Hey, coming up, man. We're gonna.
Trump.
Hey, coming up. We hear you, Jeff. Coming up, we got Officer Jake from the Olivet Police Department going to be joining us. And you know what? We're talking about getting more police officers. Hopefully, they get some brothers on there that could be fair, and some white guys can be fair. The big fella, Demetrius Johnson, the coach, Hurricane. You on Hot 104.1. We'll be right back.
More of the Demetrius Johnson Show is coming up in minutes. Got an opinion? Call us at 314-969-1041. This is Hot 104.1. Hot 104.1 makes the most winners in St. Louis, and we got receipts.
We need a camera in here right now.
Right.
Okay.
Ready,
yes, okay.
Let me do this now.
Okay.
Here I go.
Okay.
The winner for the house
Okay.
is Roberta Holder of 63104.
Hey! Congratulations, Miss Roberta.
Congratulations to Roberta Holder. She's a grand prize winner of the home portion of the Cars and Crib Sweepstakes. She'll get her rent paid for the year of 2021. Compliments of Big D of HW Kia.
Congratulations, Miss Roberta.
We make the most winners in St. Louis. We are Hot 104.1.
Shop new looks for the new year at Macy's one-day sale. Going on now with deals of the day like sweaters from Clubroom, Alfani, Inc., and more. $19.99 to $29.99. And get 40 to 60% off coats and boots. Then add the finishing touch to any look with fine jewelry clearance 70% off. Plus, get your .com orders fast with contact-free curbside pickup. Or you can pick them up inside the store. For details, visit Macy's.com. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Without more licensed workers, Gary's roofing business might hit its ceiling.
Hey, that new contract just got pushed up. We are gonna need all hands on deck to make this happen.
Hey, Gary, you booked me on that other job next week.
It's time to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. The moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Indeed delivers 2.5 times more hires than the other branded job sites combined, according to Breezy HR 2019. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first job post. Terms and conditions apply.
Let's be real. Mopping is a hassle. You have to fill the bucket, pushing a wet, heavy mop around, then cleaning the mop when you're done so it doesn't grow bacteria. A hassle on top of a hassle. Try Swiffer WetJet. With Swiffer WetJet, you start with a fresh pad and cleaning solution every time. And when you're done, you just toss the pad. Swiffer WetJet, the faster, easier, cleaner way to clean your floors.
Frank's Red Hot Thick Sauce is still the perfect blend of flavor and heat, but in 4 flavors, like Buffalo Ranch. It's thicker and saucier than ever. How thick? Thick. Frank's Red Hot Thick Sauce. I put that on everything.
Car falling apart? 111 Salvage has a huge inventory with 10 acres of auto and truck parts arriving daily. Save money getting your own parts at 111 Salvage. Engine or transmission starting at $175. Pulled and ready to go for you at 111 Salvage. Conveniently located 10 minutes from downtown. Open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. Call at 618-931-2644 or 111salvage.com.
Have you ever dreamt of waking up first thing in the morning and not having to reach for your glasses to see the clock? How about not getting dry eyes from overwearing your contacts? Well, your dream could now be a reality with LASIK at TLC Laser Eye Centers. TLC is making LASIK affordable with flexible financing options and $1,000 off LASIK to those treated in January. For over 25 years, TLC Laser Eye Centers has been one of America's leading laser eye surgery providers, helping over 1 million people see better with LASIK. Schedule your free LASIK consultation at TLC today and get $1,000 off LASIK when you're treated in January. Call 888-TLC-2020. That's 888-TLC-2020 or tlcvision.com. Individual results may vary. $1,000 discount applies when treating both eyes or $500 for one eye. Must mention this ad at center and be treated in January of 2021 to qualify. Patients age 40 and over will likely experience the need for reading glasses. See details at tlcvision.com.
Hey, babe, guess what? The car won't start, and I'm going to be late to work again. What do I do?
I know who to call. Raptor Towing.
Who?
Raptor Towing. They can tow you. They haul cars, trucks, motorcycles, ATVs, boats, and anything with wheels. If it's got wheels, they can tow it. They also do lockouts and jump starts and can even winch you out. They're the ones I called when you locked yourself out of your car the last time.
Oh, yeah, Raptor Towing. They were great. Their customer service was dino-rific. They have excellent reviews. I'm going to call them now.
Go ahead, call them up. 314-295-4227. You know we can't afford for you to be late again to work.
I'm doing it now.
Raptor Towing. Check them out at RaptorTowing.com or at 314-295-4227. Raptor Towing. Take a bite out of the competition.
Hi, I'm Tom Connors. Went to Mark Patrick's Hypnosis Seminar February 6, 2019. Nothing worked before. Left there and never smoked again. Amazing. Easy, affordable, and guaranteed. A year later, with my wife Michelle, attended Mark Patrick's weight loss seminar. She lost 18 pounds, and I lost 43 in 8 weeks.
It's true. He smoked 2 packs a day, and nothing worked until Mark Patrick Hypnosis. Now we're losing weight together, eating healthy, full on half the food, crazy, enjoying exercising. Who would have believed Mark Patrick Hypnosis really works?
It's amazing. I can breathe again, my blood pressure went down, and I've got so much energy.
So much energy.
And look great.
Stop smoking and lose weight now without cravings, irritability, or your money back. Only $49.99 guaranteed. Join Mark Patrick Hypnosis Seminar and lose the weight. Stop smoking and end anxiety only for $49.99 guaranteed. Or your money back. Because of coronavirus, seminar now online. Live Saturday, January 16th for the St. Louis area. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
Welcome to Virtual Meditation with Shiloh.
Hello?
Today we're working on forgiving ourselves for not knowing the difference between upload and download speeds before getting cable internet.
That's oddly specific.
Repeat after me. I am not my cable internet.
Wait, I don't have cable.
I'm not a bad at my video calls, more like video stalls.
Hey Shiloh, there's something...
I will get AT&T fiber.
And I will switch classes until you do.
Slow upload speeds? You're not a bad person. You just need better internet. With 20 times faster upload speeds, AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience than cable. Get AT&T Fiber with no annual contract. Limited availability in select areas. Call 1-877-ONLY-ATT. Check eligibility at att.com/getfiber based on combined internet 1,000 wired up and download capacity versus major cable providers 1 gig service with uploads of 35 megabits per second. Speeds vary, not guaranteed. Restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Dan Grosvenor from 5 Star Auto Plaza, and you may know me as...
Pickle Man.
That's right, I'm Pickle Man. Woo! We need to move cars now, and you know what that means. I'm in a pickle, and you can drive for a nickel.
Pickle Man.
This week, you can get a nicer newer car from 5 Star Auto Plaza and put just 5 cents down. Yep, just a nickel, and you can drive, even if you messed up your credit in the past, even if you've been turned down before.
Pickle Man.
5 Stars Everyone Drives credit approval process means that if you have a job and a nickel, you can be approved in driving today for a payment as low as $177 a month.
Pickle Man.
Come see me, the Pickle Man, at 5 Star Auto Plaza or at 5starautoplaza.com. I'm Dan Grosvenor, and I'm a dealer for the people.
Pickle Man.
Requires bank approval. 4.9% APR. Stock 716-788. Call 877-230-8395 for complete recorded details.
That's 5starautoplaza.com. Woo!
Pickle.
Now back to the Demetrius Johnson Show on Hot 104.1.
Aw, big fella after the storm brewing. Aw, big fella, don't hurt him. You went there with the big fella. I told you not to go there with the big fella. I told you not to go there with the big fella.
Oh, welcome back to the Demetrius Johnson Show, the big fella hanging out with my man, the coach of the Hurricane We ain't gonna open lines yet, man. We got a good show coming up, man. Let's go and get some of our business out the way. Jeff, you there, big boss? Are you guys there?
I'm here. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, we're here.
There you go. All right, let's bring in, man, the conversation. My man with the Olivet Police Department. Officer, how you doing? Officer Jake, how you doing, man?
Hey, DJ, I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me on this morning. How you doing this morning?
This is a perfect time to have you on because with all the uproar going all over the country, and I know Olivet is trying to do some positive things. The police department, and I got to say, my man Lammy that's out there, and what's my man name out of Mississippi? He went to Mississippi State.
That's Sergeant Robbins.
Yeah, Robin. Yeah, them my boys right there, man. I mean,
yep.
I like them.
Great guys.
So talk about what Olivet Police Department, what are you guys are trying to do? What's going on?
So the reason you got me on this morning is I'm in the midst of recruiting for a new police officer. We just opened up applications Friday, and we're trying to hit every avenue that we can to get the best and the brightest to come work for Olivet PD. That's the main goal. That's what's bringing me to you this morning. So, I'd love to have get some information out there to your listeners and encourage anybody that's interested to apply with
let's
us.
Go. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Well, let me get some numbers out of the way. We are competitive as far as police departments in the St. Louis area. We're starting off patrol officers at $56,732 currently. We have employee health, dental, vision, insurance, paid holidays, vacations, long-term disability, life insurance. We have a defined benefit pension, a yearly uniform allowance with all equipment provided and issued. So currently we are looking for people who are certified through the state as a police officer already for a Class A charter county, or we're looking for somebody that's currently enrolled in the police academy as a cadet.
Hey, Officer Jake, let me ask you this question, Officer Jake. If I'm already a police department, if I'm already a police at another municipality, if I want to come over to the Olivet Police Department, would that take me, I have to go through the whole school process again, or how does that work?
You do not. So basically, once you make it through the academy and get certified by the state, all you have to do is apply with us. You don't have to go through any other academy training. So that is, if there's anybody out there listening that's currently a police officer and, you're looking for a change and you want to bring something to our team over here at Olivet, we'd love to get an application for you. Or if anybody else out there knows somebody who works as a police officer or is going through the academy right now, let them know that Olivet's hiring. Tell them to look into us.
Now, one thing I can say about the Olivet Police Department, I bought my mom's first house in Olivet, and I've still got the house in Olivet, live in Olivet. One thing I can say about Olivet Police Department, I mean, they really have a presence. They really have a presence in that community. They're out, they're around, they're trying to make sure that people are there, and you feel comfortable. That's what I like about them. I'm telling you, the two officers I talked about, Lammy is my man. He always wanted to go to the Mizzou games with me. I always argue with your other boy, Robert, about going to Mississippi State. I mean, they just real cool, man. I've never had a problem with no Olivet police. They don't stop me and bother me. They don't harass me. They just real cool people.
So I'm glad to hear that feedback, DJ. That's important to us. So let me just kind of give you a little bit. We have what we call our mission statement, and what we're out there trying to do every day is to maintain a safe city and protect and serve every person with fairness and compassion while we're embracing the city of Olivet's diversity and honoring the constitutional rights of all individuals. So that is what every police officer in Olivet is out there trying to do every single day.
And I'm going to tell you something, man. I know.
And that's on our wall. That's on our wall. When you walk in our department every morning, you can read that before you start your day at work.
See, I got personal experience with the Olivet Police Department because living in Olivet, my mom, I bought her a house, my first house I bought for my mom in Olivet, and there's just a treatment. They treat me right, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen them treat people right over there. I mean, I'm not saying it's perfect over there because I know I'm assuming some people got treated unfairly in their mind, and that probably got treated unfairly. However, when you look at the big picture and you see what's going on in Olivet, I mean, it ain't much I can say. I mean, it's a nice area that you're in. You're right next to Ladue. You're right next to Creve Coeur. It's the area. It's not a lot of violent crime in that community. I mean, that's a good place to go to be a police. I'm telling you. If I was a police officer, I'd go to Olivet right now because you know what? In some of these area municipalities, man, it's very difficult.
Yeah, DJ, you're right, man. We're located in a good spot in the county. We have Creve Coeur to our west, Overland to our north, Ladue to the south, University City to the east. A little bit more about the city of Olivet. We're 3 square miles, so we're small. We're about 8,000 residents. We have a pretty healthy business, industrial and commercial presence throughout the work week. But, to be honest, I believe we are the most diverse city by population statistics in the state of Missouri. I know for sure in St. Louis County we're the most diverse city. But like you said, it's a great place to work. We got a lot going on in Olivet. For as small as we are, we have some major retail and commercial projects underway. We're improving a bunch of our main roads. We got a brand new city center back in 2017. The city just approved a new community center, so they're going to start construction on that. It's a great place to work. There's a lot of, good places to live in the St. Louis area, but I'm telling you, Olivet it's at the top as far as I'm concerned, is where you want to be living and working.
I know that's right. We're speaking with Officer Jake with the Olivet Police Department. Hey, Jeff, you got a question? Go ahead, Jeff.
I do. So, we hear a lot about the blue wall of silence, and about 10 minutes ago, DJ said he supports cops, but there's not close to enough being done nationally to get rid of racist cops. What are you all doing to overcome the blue wall of silence, and what are you doing to enforce your high standards when your officers violate them?
So, I'm here basically to talk about recruiting. I don't want to dip into politics too much, but I will tell you that we have 3 principles that our department they're of paramount importance to us. The first one being integrity. So, all of our officers, we're committed to the highest standards of honesty and ethical conduct. That's one of the cornerstones of our department. We pride ourselves on being a professional department. Every officer, their conduct and demeanor when they're interacting with people or when they're doing their job when nobody's watching. That's just as important. And then we're big on honor as well. So we respect the law. We pledge to respect human dignity. We have a concern for all of our citizens, everybody passing through our city. I will tell you that our administration and the way that we're set up, we have systems in place that if there is an issue with conduct regarding an officer, we document everything, and then it is handled appropriately through the chain of command. I don't really want to get any further into it than that, but, we are doing everything we can to embrace the diversity of our city and try to reflect that in our police department. That's why I'm on the show this morning.
But we understand that. But this is what we're doing. It's not that Jeff is trying to put you on the spot. So let me tell you what we're doing. That's a fair question because he's saying if I'm speaking of high integrity of Olivet, and I don't speak of high integrity of a whole lot of police departments.
Right.
I'm speaking of high integrity of Olivet Police Department.
Sure.
So I think that's a fair question, and it has nothing to do with politics. It has to do with us being able to answer the question and say, okay, these are the 3 principles we live on and we work through, and that's what you gave us. So this is has anything to do with politics. It has to do with us asking if you want us to have folks to want to be a part of the police department. Why would somebody be a part of a police department if they don't have high integrity? So I think you answered. I think you answered the questions how we needed it. So if anybody want to get in contact with you, how can they get in contact with you guys if they want to be considered for a Olivet Police Department job?
They can get a hold of our human resource director at 314-983-5231. That's again 314-983-5231, or they can check out our website at olivetmo.com. The job is posted there as well.
All right, my man.
Or they can.
They can do.
All right, are we out of time, DJ?
No, go. Yeah, we got a couple more minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, you're good. Or they can email our HR director at dmandle, MANDLE, at olivetmo.com, or they can come by our city center, which is located at 1140 Dealman Road in Olivet.
Hey, Officer Jake, I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to be a part of it. And you tell my man Lammy and my man, I call him Mississippi State, you tell him your boy, say what's up, man.
I will do. We'll do, DJ.
All right. Thank you so much, Officer Jake. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, DJ.
All right,
Take care, man.
My man, Officer Jake for the Olivet Police. I got to give Olivet Police Department credit, man. I mean, I be rolling through there all the time. They don't never bother you. They don't say nothing. I got another. I think Mayor Bob Easton from East St. Louis should be calling me.
Hey, DJ, real quick.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, they gave me a ticket driving to the studio once.
Well, good, because your ass probably was speeding.
I was late. Because I was late.
I really feel good that they did stuff. So that means they fair. They stopped white guys and give them tickets too.
Yep.
Good.
No, he didn't tear it up. He didn't give me a warning. He gave me a ticket, and I paid it.
You deserve a damn ticket the way you are.
What do you mean I deserve it? I was like rushing to get to your show. You should have paid it.
I mean, yeah, right. You know, I mean, hey man, we got Lacey Clay going to be coming up shortly, and talk about. This should be an interesting conversation with Lacey Clay, having a conversation with him, because it's just interesting how people look at what's going on. Hey Jeff. And I want to make this clear. Jeff Frankfurt and I are really, really close. I mean, he and I are really, 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 really close. And we have our disagreements. And we make sure that we keep it real with one another. So I don't want anybody thinking that, you know, and you know what? We don't even manufacture this conversation. Our conversations are based upon how we feel. Let me go and get the mayor from East St. Louis real quick, guys, on here. My man, Bob Easter. What's up, Mayor? How you doing?
Hey, DJ, I'm doing good on this Sunday morning. Good morning. How you doing? And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too, my man. Hey, Mayor, real quickly, you got an event that's going to take place next Saturday?
Yes,
hey,
we got an annual prayer breakfast. You know, of course, due to COVID reasons, we're going to have to do it a little differently this year, and it's going to be all virtual. Those that are interested, they can look at the City of East St. Louis Facebook page and the City of Champions YouTube channel. This is our second annual prayer breakfast. We want to set the atmosphere for the year and the uncharted waters that we will be experiencing here in 2021. And we have some dynamic speakers and guests that are going to be on platform.
And guys, hey, JC and Jeff.
Yes.
Y'all ready for this one? Guess who's going to do the keynote speaker, man? Y'all ready for this one?
Yeah.
Your boy, the big fella. I'm a keynote speaker, man, and we're going to have it live on Facebook. Oh, we're going to get down, man. They don't know I'd like to talk to, Jeff and JC.
Aren't you afraid that you'll get hit by lightning or something? Being at a prayer breakfast?
I'm excited about having you, DJ, and I know that you're gonna deliver an awesome message, you know, and to set us on a path, you know, to finish what we started. That's our theme for this year. So I'm looking forward to what you have to say and to help. And actually, I'm even more excited to even get you here on the east side. You know, it's been a long time coming.
Yes,
so
it has.
Very thankful about that.
Hey, Jeff. I have to share with you off the air the first time that me and DJ went to East St. Louis together. I took DJ to East St. Louis.
Hey, I know.
Remember that, DJ? I have to tell that.
Hey, we're in 21, man. We're in 21, Bob. Hey, Mayor Easton, I'm in 21. Tell them don't go back in the past. I ain't going back in the past.
We're looking forward, man. We're looking forward.
All right, I'm looking forward, man. I'm going over here. We're going to have a good time. I'm going to have a conversation with my East Side family, man. I am really, the real talk, I am really honored to be a part of you allowing me to be the keynote speaker, man. This is really an honor. And, folks, we're going to be showing it live on Facebook, Instagram, all those things, and whatever else we got, social media. We'll be live up, and you can hear the speech, man, and see what I say. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I know what the theme is. I have no idea, but we're going to have a good time, though. I promise you that. So if anybody, Mayor, if anybody
Yes,
interested
sir.
in trying to get more information, what can they do?
They can contact me at 618-482-6600, extension 1917. Again, that's 618-482-6600, extension 1917. Or contact us on our Facebook page, City of East St. Louis.
Mayor Bob Easton, man, you my man. This is my dude, y'all. I love some Mayor Bob Easton, East St. Louis. Y'all got a gym over there, man. Don't blow it. Don't blow it. You know, people always look for the next best thing. Mayor Bob Easton is the best thing. Mayor, thank you very much for joining us this morning, big fella.
Thank you, man. You have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you next Saturday.
I'm ready to rock and roll. We'll be there. Thank you, Mayor.
All right,
hey,
thanks.
y'all, coming up, man, we're going to have the Honorable Lacey Clay. Should be joining us in the next few minutes. Stay locked and loaded. The big fella, the hurricane, and the coach. Holler at your boys at 444-3099. We're going Lacey Clay coming up right back.
If it's happening in our community, we're talking about it. It's the Demetrius Johnson Show on Hot 104.1. Your plug for the hottest music in the city. New hip hop.
She won't let me see my son, but with her mama pop my gun. Ain't no one over.
New R&B.
I can tell you're jaded, baby. Wipe your eyes. Don't let him see that he got the best of you.
We're St. Louis's source for hip hop and R&B.
The rest of you.
Hot 104.1.
Is finding the clothes that you love in just the right fit and size an overwhelming task? Experience a new way to shop with Stitch Fix. Our experts hand-select pieces so you can get the ease of personal styling from the convenience of home. Every piece is curated just for you, for staying home or on the go in your unique style. With Stitch Fix, there's never any subscription required, and it's delivered right to your door. Get started today at StitchFix.com. Stitch Fix, your style delivered.
Progressive Motorcycle presents Road Wisdom from the Motorhome.
Half man, half motorcycle. You never really stop riding in your mind. Never. Unless you're thinking of something else. Like other thoughts.
Progressive Motorcycle also presents Roadside Assistance. Progressive Motorcycle for those who were born to ride. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Heads up! Ulta Beauty's Jumbo Love event has the best deals for you and your hair. Shop the lowest prices of the season on jumbo-sized shampoos and conditioners from your favorite brands like Redken, Paul Mitchell, and Biolage. No matter your hair type, Ulta Beauty has plenty of products to keep your hair shiny, hydrated, and healthy. Stock up, save, amaze your hair at the Jumbo Love event. Shop online or in-store now through January 23rd. Ulta Beauty. The possibilities are beautiful.
I'm a smart young woman who tries to take care of herself and be the best I can be. And I have a little sister who I'm always telling to be empowered. But a big part of that is knowledge, knowing your situation and knowing your true self. I'm going to take control of my health, get treated, and set the example for my little sister and girls just like me and you. The person to trust with your future is yourself. Strong women get tested. It's not a big deal, and Thrive will provide you with no-cost STD and pregnancy tests, even if you don't have insurance. The center's locations and mobile units are amazing and located all over Greater St. Louis. The staff are friendly, professional, and respectful. What I needed most was confidentiality and not to be judged, and they were right there for me. I'm pretty sure my test will be negative, but hey, either way, this is my year, and Thrive will help me with whatever I need. Thrive provides you with safe, low-cost, no-insurance women healthcare, even if you have no insurance, because Thrive empowers women. Just call 314-773-4626. That's 314-773-4626. Or text FREE TEST to 25827. That's text FREE TEST to 25827.
I stopped smoking with Mark Patrick's hypnosis when nothing else worked. 1 year later, my wife Michelle and I attended the Mark Patrick Weight Loss Hypnosis Seminar. In 2 months, lost 43 pounds, and she lost 18 pounds. And we feel great.
Join Mark Patrick's Hypnosis Seminar and lose the weight. stop smoking, or end anxiety for only $49.99 guaranteed or your money back. Because of coronavirus, seminar now online, live Saturday, January 16th for the St. Louis area. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
For all station contest rules, go to hot1041stl.com/rules. 111 Salvage. Open 7 days a week. 2188 Highway 111, Granite City. 618-931-2644. Broadcasting live from the Planet Fitness Studio, WHHL Hazelwood, St. Louis. This is the Demetrius Johnson Show, Hot 104.1. The views expressed on the Demetrius Johnson Show are not necessarily those of WHHL FM.
Aw, big fella after the storm, Roy. Aw, big fella, don't hurt him. You went there with the big fella. I told you not to go there with the big fella.
Oh, welcome back to the Demetrius Johnson Show, the big fella, hanging out with his boys, the Hurricane and the coach, Jeff Rankford and JC. Hey, man, look, I'm honored to have on the show, Jeff, one of the guys who was a politician and politics, the whole gamut for 50 years, the whole family, man. That's the Honorable William Lacy Clay. Congressman Clay, how you doing, man?
I'm fine. Thanks for having me back on, DJ.
Hey, man, it's always good having you on because, you know, it was very important for us to get you on because, you are a veteran in D.C. And with all the turmoil that's going on in Washington, D.C., we needed to get a Washington, D.C. insider to tell us what the hell just happened.
Hey, look, what the world witnessed Wednesday was a Capitol that was under siege by a domestic terrorist that was precipitated by a racist president who has about 10 days before he is out of office. And I mean, look, the Capitol had not been invaded since 1814, when it was invaded by the British and burned. But even though I was not there, I felt for my former colleagues and for the safety of the staff in the Capitol complex. And so it was a very tragic day for this country.
We speaking with Congressman Lacy Clay. Congressman, when you look at what happened, when I see what happened, I'm sitting up here like, wow. And we have conversation with Jeff Rankford, and we talk to him. Hey, man, Jeff, we're saying this is white privilege at its best. And we've been telling you this is what we see and go through every day. But you see, there are white folks who don't understand that this is white privilege because they thought the laws don't even go. It's for them. There ain't no law. We do what we want to do. This was a great example.
And DJ, the takeover reminded me of two Americas, one black and one white. And you are correct. What you saw on display Wednesday was white privilege. Those who thought that they were above the law. Now, if we are supposed to be a country of laws, then we all have to live under the rule of law. Because I know that black America is required to live under the rule of law, so it should be the same for white America.
We'll speak with Congressman Lacy Clay. JC, go ahead. You got a question? You got JC there? Oh, what happened? I don't know. They can't hear it, I don't think. Can you hear me, Jay?
I'm here.
Well, go ahead.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear.
Go ahead, JC.
Congressman Clay, you have control now of the House. You have control now of the Senate. And now you have the presidency, who's a Democrat. How important is that?
I think it's very important, JC, because now you have the ability to govern. Now, you won't be able to govern from either extreme. You won't be able to govern from the left or the right, but you can govern in the middle. And that is what it's going to take, and that's why President Biden has the ability to get things done, like how how we deal with criminal justice reform, how we clean up the environment, how we administer the vaccine for 300 million Americans. Those are the kinds of issues that I envision this president and this administration and the Congress trying to tackle in the first year of President Biden's administration.
Jeff?
Hey, so I want to go back to the riots. I think I'm like most Americans and think there has to be dire consequences for everybody involved. Let's start with the president. Seems unlikely he's going to resign the next 10 days. Seems unlikely his cabinet's going to remove him, and there's probably not enough time to remove him by impeachment. But as I understand it, it is an open question and likely that a president can be impeached after he leaves office, and by only a simple majority of the Senate can be banned from ever running for president ever again, along with some other privileges like his pension and other things. I'm for that, by the way, but it would be a distraction for the Biden administration. What do you think the appropriate punishment is for the president for his role in inciting this violence?
Well, Jeff, I think you're correct in all of the scenarios that you just laid out, but you are also correct that President-elect Biden has said he doesn't want to be distracted in his first 100 days by a Senate trial. Now, this coming week, I believe the House of Representatives will impeach Donald Trump for the second time. But as far as the appetite for having a trial in the Senate to convict him, I'm not sure that they want to pursue that. There should be consequences for this president. He should lose the benefits of being an ex-president, including the ability to be able to run for office again, because he's committed high crimes and treason. And there should be an accounting for those 20,000 plus people that surrounded the Capitol and the thousands who entered that building, which cost one Capitol police officer his life.
We're speaking with.
Do you think that I'm sorry, DJ, go ahead.
We're speaking with Congressman William Lacey Clay.
Yeah, Congressman, so far the charges have been kind of nickel and dimey, but we're very early in the FBI's investigation. Do you think if there is evidence that the people who organized, incited, and led the insurrection inside the building, should they be charged with treason?
Definitely. When you look at the film, at the video, you see most of them, you can identify most of them because they were not wearing masks. And then there are more sinister plots to this. I want to say last night they found another explosive device in front of the Democratic National Committee, which is also on Capitol Hill. They found two explosive devices on Wednesday that they had to detonate because they were bombs in front of the Republican National Committee and one in front of the Democratic National Committee. They had a very good plan. They had the roadmap to where every office was in the Capitol. So it was a very sinister plot to really overthrow our government. So yes, they were there to stop the counting of the Electoral College, and they were. It was a coup attempt.
We're speaking with Congressman Lacey Clay. Hey, Congressman, let me ask you this question. When I looked at this whole movement, this whole takeover they were trying to do, the coup they were trying to put over, it seemed like, but it didn't seem like, it appeared to me that they felt no consequences to their action because they felt that they white and white privilege at its best. What are they going to do to us? Putting the foot on the desk, walking around like it's no big deal, You had a white woman saying, hey, it's a revolution. When we talk about two laws, two Americans, like you said, people don't understand that we look at it and we're treated differently. This was a great example. If Black Lives Matter was doing it, what do you think the results would have been from this whole takeover they tried to do?
Well, if BLM was involved, there would have been more violence on the part of law enforcement. And when you look at what happened Wednesday, these rioters were treated with kid gloves, which brings up other issues. That's why I think there will be a thorough investigation by Congress, by the FBI, by other law enforcement that will help us uncover the facts and to figure out, okay, was there inside help? Did people like Senator Josh Hawley, did they promote this? Did they agitate? And even Trump.
That's good. That's good.
I mean, look, it was well planned, DJ.
No doubt, because it looked like. What is your take on Josh Hawley taking this arrogant ass stance, and he's still taking the stance like I ain't do nothing wrong. In other words, I'll do it again if I had to. What should happen to this dude?
Well, here's what we do know, that there is no provision in the law to recall a U.S. senator or a U.S. representative. And so, therefore, the public pressure is there for Hawley to resign, but I doubt if he will.
No, he won't.
And so he will continue to be there and look towards 2024 for his re-election or to run for a national office. And he will continue to agitate with those 74 million people that voted for Trump that believe that the election was stolen, and he will continue to promote a false narrative.
We're speaking with Congressman Lacy Clay. Before you ask this question, Jeff, I need to ask this question. When you see this coup that they tried to do at the Capitol, now you remember they were talking about abducting the abduction of the governor of Michigan, Whitmer. Is that an indication of how this country is going to? It's almost like it's about to be a damn race war in this country, because whites are feeling that we are taking over this country. We ain't taking over the country. Ain't no way. What is your mindset? And what do you think? I know you're not a psychiatrist or psychologist, but what do you think the mindset of these people now and the direction they're going?
I'm very fearful that there will be continued violence on the scale that we saw Wednesday. I'm very concerned about the upcoming inauguration and what may precede it and follow from it. And you're right. You can compare what happened Wednesday to the kidnapping of Governor Whitmer. We understand, my intelligence tells me that there was also a plan to kidnap Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer in that building, and to possibly kill the vice president.
Wow.
Yes.
We're speaking with Congressman Lacy Clay. That's some great inside information. Thank you, Congressman. Jeff, go ahead.
So I don't think we can count on Republicans, at least the majority of Republicans, to get this right, because a majority of Republicans still believe the election was stolen. What do independents and Democrats, what do we do to repair what's happened to the country, whether it's at the national level, the state level, or in the case of DJ and the coach and I at the local level? What do we do to try to put the pieces back together again?
Well, we have to focus on governing now. We have to focus on trying to meet in the middle. And I think the experience of the last 4 years is a lesson, a tough lesson that Americans had to learn of what the dangers are of electing a non-establishment person, so to say, and putting them in an office of governing who has no background or experience or desire to learn governing and public policy and how to set the tone for the rest of the nation and lead. And that's the dangers of voters deciding, okay, we don't like the establishment, so we are going to replace it with some non-establishment person and hope for the best. And then we've all lived through the last 4 years of this nightmare known as Donald Trump, and it hasn't been a good experience for this country or the rest of the world.
We're speaking with Congressman Lacy Clay. JC, go ahead, Coach.
And Congressman, I guess this is a two-part question. You spent many years serving in Washington, D.C. The first question is, what's next for Congressman Clay, and what advice, if any, would you have for Cori Bush, who is now sitting in that seat?
Yeah, I am, first of all, Jason, I'm looking forward to retirement. You know, I started public service at the age of 27, and I'm 64 now. So for 37 years I've lived, my life has been to serve the public. And my mother told me recently that, look, now you have to focus on your life and what you do for your family and your children. And so I'm looking forward to a new chapter in my life. I'm going to reflect somewhat. I'm going to evaluate my future options, and I'm going to relax. And then, what was your second question?
If you had some, do you have any advice for Cori Bush, who now sits in that seat?
Sure. And I have reached out to her. We've talked on several occasions. I've tried to be helpful with her transition to Congress. But here's what my advice is to voters, is to not allow any elected official, including Cori Bush, to lower the bar on the level of service that you have been used to getting from that congressional seat for 52 years, from my dad and from me. Because we know that the black community has a lot of needs, and we have been able to address those needs throughout the years. And then here's another thing that I have not heard a lot about. There hasn't been a deep dive into the election results from August that where what we saw was an overwhelming number of white voters from South and Central St. Louis who voted for Cori Bush, and an overwhelming number of African-American voters who voted for me. Nobody discusses that, not at the national level or local level. Usually there's a huge analysis of the voting results, but now the national news and local have taken the narrative that, she is the new black congressman. Well,
okay, but hold on.
If you're going to do that, you better represent black people.
So Congressman, what do you think that means? When you say,
means that, in the end, it means that black people have lost a voice in Congress. That's what that means.
So are you saying that since white folks came out in a large number and voted for her, are you saying that it may indicate that she is beholding to them?
If you look at the results, I mean, that was the black vote was not her base.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, look at the result. Look at the wards, and Jeff knows a little bit about the dynamics.
So
he is correct, DJ.
Hold on, Jeff. Or give me a second, Jeff. Or you're saying that reason, if that happens, that means you owe people in that who put you in that position, or is that what you're alluding to?
Yeah, that's your base.
Well, you're not alluding.
That's how you got elected. Now, it doesn't prevent you from shifting your alliances and your allegiance and becoming the voice for the African American community. But Only time will tell that.
Wow.
Well,
go ahead, JC.
Well, Congressman. Well, let's talk. Let's say this then. Do you think, and I know, I don't know if you can answer this question. Was it a vote against Congressman Clay, or was it a vote for Cori Bush? Because we've seen many elections to unseat the veteran, to come after the veteran, to make the seat weaker, so we can come after it in the future. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, here's what I know, that the history of the district goes back to 1967 when, after the Voting Rights Act was passed, the state legislature had to go back in and redraw the congressional lines of all of Missouri's district, and that's what created the first congressional district, to give the possibility of an African American being elected out of that district. And my dad was the first one in 1968 to represent Missouri in Congress that happened to be African American. And then every 10 years, we redistrict. And so now we're coming up on redistricting, and it's apparently because of the low response in the census, that district will have to be expanded, and it will no longer be majority minority district.
We're speaking with Congressman Lacy Clay. And Congressman, before we let you go, I want to ask you this question. The governor of the state of Missouri and Josh Hawley came after my good friend and the good friend of yours, Kim Gardner. I mean, just inappropriately. What is your take on how they are trying to discredit her and continue to come after her? What is your thought on that?
Yeah, I talked to Kim this past week, and we're very close. We talk a lot. And I just think it's a miscarriage of justice that she would be the target in an unprecedented way to strip her of her prosecutorial powers in order to for the Missouri Attorney General, the governor, to ride roughshod on her and to restrict her from doing her job. I just think it's a tragedy, and it's apparently very racist in nature.
Well, Congressman Lacy Clay, man, I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, man, and joining us because, we wanted to get you on to talk about the whole this climate of what's going on. Thank you so much, man, for doing that. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you all for having me, and please invite me back, DJ.
No doubt. Congressman Lacy Clay. Thank you so much, Congressman.
Bye-bye.
All right, see you, my man. Hey, man, that's interesting, y'all. I mean, that is so interesting that Congressman made the statement, Jeff, that that whites put him in that seat. And
no, put her. He said put her in that seat.
Sorry, put her in that seat. That's what I meant. I'm sorry, Jim.
He is statistically, mathematically, and politically correct. And actually, I know you don't remember it, but we did talk about it on the show right after the election. But he's right. So it was in this. I don't really know much about North County whites. I don't really know what happened there. But in the city, I did look at the results, and in fact, white progressives voted for her, and white moderates and conservatives voted for her. The white progressives voted for her because I think there's this woman thing going. Didn't we talk about this before?
Yes,
and they viewed her as being more progressive than Lacy. And white moderates and Republicans didn't. They checked her name on the ballot, but they were voting against Lacy, as he said.
Yeah, let's do this, man. Now it's time to change directions and bring in a conversation. My girl, with her take. Taylor, with her take. What up, Tay? How you doing?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
My heart is grieved. My heart is grieved this morning. We were all going into 2021 like, please come correct. Please don't come in like 2020. But here we are. So I want to talk about what happened at the Capitol, specifically the incident with the mob and the lone black officer.
Let's go.
Okay. So did y'all see the video?
Yeah, which one? Talking about which one?
With the black officer.
When he was running up the step with a baton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So that's what we're talking about today, gentlemen. All right. So for those who haven't seen this, I want to paint the picture, and I'll try to paint it very vividly. So you see this lone black police officer first guarding a door where he's telling the mob to back up. As they approach him, you see him instead backing up, walking backwards. On the floor behind him is a baton, and he picks it up. He then runs up the stairs, and they run up behind him. When he gets to the top of the stairs, he looks like he's about to wield the baton a few times, but he doesn't carry the swing all the way through. At one point, it sounds like one of the mob stirs, I guess, tells him, "I'll take you," and then the officer runs away. Again, up another flight of stairs, calling for backup on the second floor while the mob runs behind him. Once he gets to the top of the stairs, he's still telling the mob to back up. One guy, he barely pushes on the shoulder as he walks away. So after traveling up the stairs, down hallways, he gets to an open area where he's telling other officers they're here. Interesting enough, I do want to note that there's one protester walking forward with his hands up, similar to the hands up, don't shoot position, and as they are walking through the hallway where they're met with the other officers. So it's hard to count, but it looked like there was like at least 15 protesters. So I want to zoom out. We see this officer, this black officer, in full uniform with the ability to exercise his rightful authority as law enforcement over these protesters. He's backing away. He's running away. And at times, he pump fakes, wields his baton. To me, it begs the question, was his actions wise or cowardice? And so that we're all working from the same definition, cowardice is defined as a lack of bravery, and bravery is defined as ready to face and endure danger or pain, showing courage. So with that being said, what's your take? Was he wise or was he cowardice?
That's a hell of a deal. Okay. That is interesting. And this is what JC and I have been talking about. That's, Taylor, that is a unbelievable point you just made. Because now, if he would have put it, what it tells me is a mindset of a race of people, black and white, that the first thing is to preserve white folks' lives at all costs, even if that's putting your life in jeopardy. That's what it tells me. Because in any other situation, under that situation, it tells me that a person feeling that their life is threatened by a hostile takeover. It was a coup. And nobody can tell us it's nothing more than that. The white girl got maced. They're talking about, oh, it's a revolution. And what are you talking about? It's a revolution. What is a revolution? You know what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you, I think, and I don't know if you can clarify it as being a coward or doing the right thing. I classify it as a mindset of a man that has been taught to preserve white life at its highest at all times. That's what I think. Okay, Jeff, and then I'll come to you, JC, before we go to the break.
No, of course it's not cowardice. His boss is whoever was planning to, whoever was in charge of planning the response to the rioting, put him in a position where there was an overwhelming force against him. And I will tell you, I am not a military history expert, but almost always, except Custer and other stooges, almost always when there are battles and there's an overwhelming force, very rarely do commanders say, I want you to go forward and die for nothing. They retreat, maybe to higher ground or to whatever, but that's not cowardice. That's just the way it works. And so he was put in that. I don't know what's in his brain. I'm not going to psychoanalyze him, but what he did tactically was exactly what he should have done. And the shame here is that his boss has left him in that position.
JC, real quickly before we go to the break.
Of course, he's not cowardice. It's interesting that Jeff said he did the same thing, that he did the right thing tactically that he should have done. But I put him as a white officer. Would a white officer would have retreated in that fashion? That's the bottom line. We're not asking him to shoot him. I'm going to go with the Facebook post there. We're not asking him to shoot him. We're just asking him to not shoot him and treat us the same way.
Right. And I like that. Because I'm assuming if that was a white officer, being charged like that with a bunch of black folks, I wouldn't be quite confident that the white officer would, hey, let me take the high road. I don't think I would take that. You got something, Big D?
I mean, here's the question I have to ask, because it seemed like it was just only him in that position at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Where was everybody else at? And if you don't have backup, what would you do?
Well,
that was my point. Is his commanders left him in that position.
Hey Jeff, let me say this though. If I was in that, I'm just telling you me. I don't know what I would have done. Nobody could say. Everybody can always speculate. You know what happened. You don't know how you react. But I'm thinking maybe if it was a hostile crowd, and I think somebody's going to kill me, I'm going to do my best to preserve my life as much as I can. I may have just threw the damn baton at the guy and started running. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea.
DJ.
I have no idea what I would have done. But I tell you what, when I know my life, JC, when I know my life was threatened, I'm going to use whatever I can to protect myself. And if that taking some people out, I'd have did whatever I had to do to protect myself. Go ahead, JC.
Well, I'm sorry for interrupting, but what was surprising to me, Taylor and Jeff and DJ, is it looked like he never thought to pull his firearm.
Oh no, that wasn't even thought.
That wasn't even a thought in his mind.
Not a thought.
JC, I do want to say, I watched this video multiple times. So when he actually gets around his other brothers and duties, he does put his hand on his weapon.
Oh, when he get around the other folks. Oh, okay.
Okay. I didn't see that part.
At least he puts it around his hips.
But it seemed like I'd have put my hand on my thing before
the
other
other
folks
on
came.
that thing before.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
He wanted witnesses.
Right.
DJ, I think you're an expert at putting your hand on. Never mind. I guess I shouldn't say that on a Sunday morning show.
Boy, that's nasty, Jeff. You nasty. Hey,
my
Taylor,
God.
we gonna hold you. We gonna start taking some calls. Jeff, that's a fool. That's nasty, dog. 314-444-3099. We gonna take some calls. My girl Taylor take the big fella, the coach, Harry Kane, and my girl Taylor. Right back.
More of the Demetrius Johnson Show is coming up in minutes. Got an opinion? Call us at 314-969-1041. This is Hot 104.1.
It's the Morning Hustle. Monday on the Morning Hustle, we gonna pop off your week with an opportunity to win some cash with a good old game of Got 5 on it.
And in case you missed it, we gonna have the boy Little Nas X in the building, and he's gonna be talking about his new book, C is for Country and B is for Boys, because he may have a new boy crush.
All right, all that and more Monday. Enjoy your weekend.
Wake up and turn up with the Morning Hustle. Turn me up some. Rock with it. On Hot 104.1.
You decided to upgrade your outdoor deck. So you ordered the essentials. A power washer, a set of patio chairs, and a shiny new grill. And you use your Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card, choosing to earn 3% cash back on online shopping and up to 5.25% as a Preferred Rewards member, which you put towards your most essential deck addition, a bird feeder. Apply for yours at bankofamerica.com/more rewarding. Copyright 2020 Bank of America Corporation.
Is finding the clothes that you love in just the right fit and size an overwhelming task? Experience a new way to shop with Stitch Fix. Our experts hand-select pieces so you can get the ease of personal styling from the convenience of home. Every piece is curated just for you, for staying home or on the go in your unique style. With Stitch Fix, there's never any subscription required, and it's delivered right to your door. Get started today at StitchFix.com. Stitch Fix, your style delivered.
My little girl is always getting into something. That's why we use new Tide Hygienic Clean.
Dad, I went exploring.
You look like you were in a swamp.
I was under the porch.
Now I'm more worried about what I can't see.
There are critters and mud and magical creatures.
Good thing Tide Hygienic Clean removes the visible and invisible dirt.
I'm going to the aquatic kingdom.
Have fun. If you've got to be certain it's clean, it's got to be Tide Hygienic Clean.
It's crunchy!
Creamy!
Sweet.
Salty. Nature Valley Sweet and Salty Peanut Bars. Bursting with crunchy peanuts, dipped in creamy nut butter coating.
Delicious.
Nature Valley.
The location? Bridgeton. It's a fine place to enjoy life until somebody breaks the law.
That's where we come in. We will work in the beat around the Frank Lita Automotive Outlet in Bridgeton.
Frank Lita knows it's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime total out of pocket.
The rest of the dealers need a checkup from the neck up. We went undercover.
Hey, come on in. Sir, how much do we need to put down on this car?
$1,500 down should do it.
Book 'em.
Hey, I didn't do nothing.
Tell it to the judge. It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down.
That's only at the Frank Lita Automotive Outlet. They even got that credit amnesty.
If you bring home $350 a week, you could get up to $25,000 in credit.
25 G's with only one dime down. At Frank Lita Mitsubishi. New Mitsubishis at the Frank Lita Automotive Outlet in Bridgeton.
YesLita.com.
YesLeta.com.
16% of women in the U.S. have been the victim of a sexual assault or attempted assault, and nearly that many have been physically injured by domestic violence. YWCA Metro St. Louis is a resource for women who have experienced sexual or domestic violence. At YWCA, you will find safety, support, and compassion. Call 314-531-7273. That's 314-531-7273.
Hi, my name is Suzanne Geis. I tried everything to control my anxiety. I mean everything. Nothing worked. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't run my business. Anxiety paralyzed me, aging me terribly. I heard about Mark Patrick anxiety seminars from friends that were successful at Mark Patrick's weight loss and stop smoking seminars. I wasn't skeptical at all because my friends bragged about how easy they stopped smoking with Mark and how easy it was to lose weight. I went to Mark Patrick anxiety seminar, and now I always hear Mark's voice in my head. I really love that. My anxiety is gone. I can sleep. I have patience. My life is back. In fact, I'm Supergirl again. I can't believe I just said that. That's right. That's me. I'm Supergirl. Thank you, Mark Patrick Seminars.
Join Mark Patrick's hypnosis seminar and eliminate unwanted anxiety, stress, negative thinking, and even panic attacks. Only $49.99 guaranteed, or your money back. The End Anxiety, Stop Smoking, and Weight Loss with Hypnosis seminars will be Saturday, January 16th for the St. Louis area. Because of coronavirus, seminar now online in the comfort and safety of your living room. Register now, only $49.99 guaranteed at markpatrickseminars.com.
Have you ever dreamt of waking up first thing in the morning and not having to reach for your glasses to see the clock? How about not getting dry eyes from overwearing your contacts? Well, your dream could now be a reality with LASIK at TLC Laser Eye Centers. TLC is making LASIK affordable with flexible financing options and $1,000 off LASIK to those treated in January. For over 25 years, TLC Laser Eye Centers has been one of America's leading laser eye surgery providers, helping over 1 million people see better with LASIK. Schedule your free LASIK consultation at TLC today and get $1,000 off LASIK when you're treated in January. Call 888-TLC-2020. That's 888-TLC-2020 or TLCvision.com. Individual results may vary. $1,000 discount applies when treating both eyes or $500 for one eye. Must mention this ad at center and be treated in January of 2021 to qualify. Patients age 40 and over will likely experience the need for reading glasses. See details at TLCvision.com.
Are you okay? What are you doing?
We were being followed. Didn't you see it?
Girl, that was the Raptor.
The Raptor?
Yeah, from Raptor Towing. They help you when you're locked out of your car, crash your car, get a flat tire, everything. And we need them now more than ever. Plus, they have reasonable rates too.
What's their number?
It's 314-295-4227. Or look them up online at raptortowing.com. They tow anything. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, ATVs, boats. They tow anything that's got wheels. South County, North County, Jeffco, St. Charles, and everywhere. Raptor Towing, it's got you covered.
Oh, yeah. That's who my sister called when she locked herself out of her car. She said their customer service is dino-rific.
Raptor Towing. Take a bite out of the competition. 314-295-4227.
It's time to help Hazelwood get healthy. Medical research shows there's a connection between the COVID-19 infection rates seen in school buildings and the rates in the surrounding community. Since the start of the pandemic, the community Hazelwood School District serves has experienced some of the highest infection rates in the state. As a result, buildings were forced to close. The key to returning to face-to-face learning for all students is improving the health of the entire community. With that in mind, Hazelwood School District is asking you to help Hazelwood get healthy by wearing wearing a mask, practicing social distancing, and washing your hands. Those simple steps can help slow the spread of COVID-19. Students miss their friends, teachers, and classrooms. So please, wear a mask, practice social distancing, and wash your hands. COVID-19 is a tough enemy, but we can defeat it by evolving together. To learn more about how you can help Hazelwood get healthy, visit hazelwoodschools.org.
Now back to the Demetrius Johnson Show on Hot 104.1.
Aw, big fella, I feel a storm brewing. Aw, big fella, I feel a storm brewing. Aw, big fella, don't hurt him. You went there with the big fella. I told you not to go there with the big fella. I told you not to go there with the big fella. Aw, big fella, don't hurt him.
Welcome back to Demetrius Johnson, the big fella with the hurricane, the coach, and my girl Taylor. All right, we got a call on. We got a call. Let's take some calls real quick before we move on. All right, caller, you're on the air. What you got? What up, caller? Hello. We have D. We had the caller there. Hey Taylor, you guys there?
Yes.
I'm here.
All right. I think we missed that. We don't know. We try to. Hello, caller, you on?
Oh, good morning, DJ.
Talk to me.
I'm calling on the issue that we're speaking of.
Yes.
I'm very appalled at what happened, and this is white on white crime. And with everybody speaking, the man was not a coward. That man was running for his life. I don't know if anybody has ever been around angry white men that have police shields, guns, batons. They took some of the police equipment. And just this morning they said that one of the guy that was walking with the little twisties, he happened to be a ex-Navy in the military.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to find out that, this is all white people's mess at the high level. We've been asking for justice. That man know if he would have shot, they would have killed him, and then he would have been looking bad. He saved his life. And again, it was white on white crime, and I just hope that we all do the right thing and blacks just sit back and watch the show. Thank you, DJ.
Hey, thank you very much for your call. All right. Any more call over there, D? Hey, so give me a call, y'all, on this this situation with the guy coward. Or did he do the right thing? The black police officer, 444-3099 on Taylor's Take. Was it a coward or did he do the right thing? I'm just telling you. And then I mean, we get a lot of response on Facebook. Somebody saying he probably didn't feel threatened, huh? Candace, are you serious, Candace? You think that man didn't feel threatened running up the damn steps, pulling up a baton, and he didn't feel threatened? I think you're off base on that one. Go ahead, Taylor.
Well, we're not saying that the man is a coward.
No, we're not saying that.
The question is, was his actions, were they cowardice or were they wise? And let me
Taylor,
get my take.
Let's get another caller. All right, caller.
All right.
Hey, caller, you on the air?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, I was just calling to comment on the situation with the police officer there.
Yes, sir. What's your thought?
I believe, white or black, he did the right thing. If I was a white police officer and just the mentality of those supporters, or let's say not even supporters, let's say supporters of Trump, but the rioters, no, they have no common sense. Like you should fear for your life, you know?
No doubt.
And you should. And once you get around other people, I would have done the same thing. Then I would have felt, now I got something to stand on.
But let me ask you a question, caller. If you fear for your life, do you, if I fear for my life, I don't know if I'm going to take a baton first. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that would be my first result. I can't say how I would have reacted in that situation. A lot of people say, oh, they did this, but you really don't know unless you're in it.
No, if I would have felt cornered and feared for my life, I would have had to have done whatever I could have done to protect me.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. No, I got you. Hey, man, thank you for the call. Good call.
I think he did the right thing because of the shared numbers of what he was looking at. And specifically, because he was black and he's looking at all white people. I mean, come on.
Okay, my man.
That was crazy.
Thank you for your call, big man. Appreciate it. Let's
Yes,
go
sir. Have a great day.
You too. Let's go to another call. Hello, caller. You on the air? What's your thought? What's your take for Taylor?
Yeah, my thought is, bottom line, we all conditioned that way. From Trump on down, nothing is going to change until the people that's so high up change. That's the only way anything will change lower down.
Okay.
Because we only gonna accept, because this happening should open up a lot of people's eyes.
Okay.
If they can sit back and say, if there was a white officer in a black mob, for him to shoot 2 or 3 of them, he would have been justified. But because that didn't happen, we can't see it. But at the same time, just like so many years ago, I don't know if you remember this, but it was on that cop show when cops first came out. The white crackhead lady told the police officer, she called 911, she said, "Officer, I gave this black man my $20 for some crack, and he ran away with my money and didn't bring me no crack." And the officer said, "Ma'am, you know that's against the law, but he helped that lady anyway, trying to find where her $20 was at." Well, after she told him, she gave it to the black man for crack.
Okay.
Your eyes should have been open right there. That is different.
I got you.
It's different for black people.
I got you. I appreciate that. Thank you for your call, man. Let's go to another call, Taylor. All right. What's your take with Taylor?
And my thing is this: that police officer knew that the ramifications. If he'd have pulled that gun out and shot one of them as they was approaching him, the ramifications would have been way different if a white cop would have done that to a black person. So when it's all said and done, and this especially for Jeff. Jeff, how do you feel about this happening? I mean, I want to know Jeff's opinion.
Yeah, so
about
I think that there's two possible outcomes if he shot one of them. These thugs are crazy. These are crazy, violent people we're talking about. The other 14 probably would have beat him to death. That's that side. On the other side, if he shot them, there's no possible way. And I get what you're saying. There are other situations in which a black cop would shoot a white person and there'd be deep ramifications. I don't think that would have happened in this case, given that video.
And let me just say,
I don't think it would have gotten to that. I think these insane people would have beat him to within an inch of his life.
Thank you for the call. Taylor, go ahead and wrap it up. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hey, caller, thank you. Go ahead, Taylor.
So to wrap it up, I first want to start off by saying you never know what you would do in situations like that, right? It's easier to say what should have been done or what could have been done where you're the one looking back at what happened and not the one experiencing it. With that being said, I am conflicted. It grieves my heart seeing a black man in power with legal authority still running away from white people. When it comes to cowardice, we often hear people say stuff like, now's not the time to be a hero. But in this case, wasn't it the time to be a hero? Bravery should be at the core of those who protect our union and those that protect symbols of our union. I think there's also something to be said about how fear can be expressed among white officers and black officers. This black officer still showed restraint. Even his voice wasn't dominant. White officers, we hear them cursing, saying what they will do, spraying, tasering, macing, but yet here, our supposed to be black hero is saying back up while he himself backs up. It grieves my heart. I'm not saying I want him to shoot them like they shoot us. What I am saying is I want our black men who are in power to be empowered to exercise their authority. And that's my take.
Damn, that's a hell of a take, Taylor. You got me sweating on that one. Hey, Tyler, thank you very much. We look forward to getting your take again. Thank you so much. Oh, my God. Thank you.
See you next week.
All righty. That's my girl, Taylor, with her take. Oh, man, that's a hell of a take. Let's do this, man. We got to switch over topics real quick. We got a young lady that's coming on the air, want to talk about something that's going on in the city of St. Louis. Let me bring her on. Hello? Are you there?
No, I think I'm not the young lady.
Oh, I'm sorry, but go ahead and make your statement since you got your big boss.
Oh, I just wanted to say I think you guys had it right. It's self-preservation, man. You got to save yourself first and live to fight another day. That guy did the exact right thing.
Hey,
they ripped him apart if he'd engaged him.
So, but she said, you know, we once again, we took the high road. How did you know if they weren't going to rip him apart anyway from Taylor's take? You know what I'm saying? How do you know that wasn't going to happen anyway? if he did restrain, right?
Yes.
How do you still gauge if I do restrain, they're not going to do something to me? If I do something, they're going to do something to me. You know what I'm saying? What was your judgment? I don't know.
I don't know either. It's hard to be a police officer.
Exactly.
You got to make those split-second decisions.
Exactly.
Man.
That was a tough
You don't know what we
situation
would have done. But I think he did. And I think in that case, he did the right thing. I'm going to let you go. I know you got other callers. But I think he did the right thing, self-preservation.
Hey, thank you very much. And we can say it's the right thing because it worked out good for him. You know what I'm saying? If it worked out bad, we'd say, damn, he should have did something differently. You know what I'm saying? So thank you very much for your call,
have a good one.
All right, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Do we have a guest calling in yet? What the heck is going on, man? Tell them they should be. Help me to call that number again for me, so we can try to get on. Hey, Jeff and JC, what's your thought on what Taylor's take is?
JC, you go first.
Well, I'm just glad. First of all, I'm just glad that the gentleman is alive. You know what I mean? And I echo, some of Taylor's sentiments. But I think you had a great point too, DJ. You never know, man, what you're gonna do until you're in that situation. To pull that firearm and then also to fire is a tremendous responsibility, and you have to be ready to take whatever consequences, whether they're positive or negative, when you do that.
Well, Jeff?
Well, first of all, I want to say this about Taylor's take. I love this segment, and I would spend 8 hours a day sitting at a cafe drinking coffee or a bar drinking a beer, going over all of Taylor's takes because it's mind challenging and interesting, and I love what she does, and I love this segment. I'm just going to repeat what I said. The guy, I think, did the right thing. Well, I think he did the right thing strategically, tactically, and for his own benefit. And I do think that there is valor involved in being in the military or being in the police, but there's also brains. I mean, you got to have both. You got to be smart and brave. And I got to tell you, sometimes the smartest and bravest thing to do is to do nothing. Sometimes doing nothing is the hardest thing. So I applaud the guy. I don't even think there should be a discussion about whether he's a coward or not.
Okay. Well, I don't think the guy was a coward. I just think it was a behavior, a trained behavior. You feel me? So I don't think it was being cowardless, cowardly. I just think it was a behavior that has been just implanted in us, and it might sound kind of interesting, but the subliminal messages that people put out and a subliminal teaching somebody put out, it could be that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm thinking. It may have been just. I'm glad. First of all, I'm glad it worked out for the young man. No question about it. I am glad it worked out. Hey, before we go to our next step, because we're about to get out of here, we Mike Jones, the former Ram football player, he's going to be doing testing. He's going to be doing testing at my center at 724 North Union Boulevard, and testing for the coronavirus testing. I don't know if Mike Jones calling in now. Now let's get Mike Jones on real quick. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself, DJ?
I'm good. We're just making an announcement. Talk about what we're going to be doing at the Demetrius Johnson Center within the next few weeks, and starting this week.
We'll be doing COVID testing for anyone that comes over. We'll do once a week initially, and hopefully expand from there. But our first week will actually be next week, not this week.
Okay. And the only thing you have to do, Mike, is Mike on? Oh, that's all right. Call back in, Mike. I'm sorry. Hey, Mike, I'm sorry. We got disconnected.
No problem.
So starting a week from this Monday, well, what you got to do this week, what you got to do, you got to call in and call 367-4141, and you need to schedule a time, because we're going to be doing scheduling. Because everybody just can't come and just alienate and just pile in at one time. We're going to have you to call and make an appointment time that you got to be there. You need to call 367-4141. And Mike, is there a cost for the testing?
No, there's no cost. Through the CARES Act or through your insurance, one or the other will pay. There's no copay, so there will be no money out of your pocket.
And I just think it's important for us to try to get back to civilization and get things over. Because what we're going to do, Mike, we're going to make sure that if people do not get a test, they can't come to my building. They
All
cannot.
right. Yeah.
Another circumstance.
Exactly. We need, like I said again, just start taking care of ourselves and making sure that we're protecting not only us, but again, the people that are at risk. And in our community, that's what it is. High blood pressure, diabetes, and things like that. Those are all the indicators for people that get COVID that have very bad outcomes. So we just want to make sure that we get everyone tested, make sure that everyone's safe, and then go from there.
So you can be able to call 314-367-4141 and schedule your time to be able to come and get a free COVID testing at the Demetrius Johnson Center. Thanks and courtesy of Mike Jones in this business. Mike, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you, big dog.
All right, thanks, DJ.
All right, we got a last caller. Let's go to our last caller. We got a young lady here. Hello, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
Good. Money.
Okay, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Now you calling about a situation?
Yes, Miss. Go ahead.
Hey, ma'am, you live on the radio. Hello, is the lady there?
Hello. Yes. Good morning.
Go ahead, talk to us.
And we're calling in today to talk about some illegal activity and down at the city tow yard and basically the scamming of the general public.
Okay, well, this is what needs to happen. They need to turn their radio down because they're going to be on a delay. They can't hear themselves. That's the problem. They're hearing themselves. It's a delay on the radio. We got a couple minutes, and we'll come back next week and get more into it. Kind of give me an overview. Is the young lady there? Can you talk, young lady, about what's happening at the tow yard in the city? All right, well, my man, do you want to, you guys want to just wait till next week and call back in, or what do you want to do?
No, I mean we can talk about it now.
Well, go ahead.
I don't have any radio on or anything. I don't know what feedback you're getting.
Okay, well, go ahead and talk real quick.
Well, basically, we're talking about illegal activity and the scamming of the general public by the city, St. Louis City Tow Yard. Basically, they've been, as far as the scamming of the general public, they have been charging people money for services they haven't performed. Sometimes those charges lead to people losing their vehicles. They also have been vehicles have been given to local scrap yards.
Wow, I tell you what we're gonna do, man. I'm gonna put you on hold, right? I'm gonna put you on hold.
Okay.
I'm gonna get all your information. I'm gonna call you personally next week, so we can, because I want us to be able to have time to talk about this. So the city tow yard is scamming people, stealing their cars, charging fraudulent charges that they don't really be charged on, so people can't afford to get their car. That's what you're saying.
Yes, amongst the many, multiple other things.
Okay, well, we're going to get on to multiple other things because we're running out of time. We're going to get on to multiple other things next week. So I'm going to put you on hold, and we'll give you a call after the air, and I'm going to get you back on first thing next week. And let me say this, Big Mike, I apologize. We didn't get Big Mike on today for our sports talk because there was some great games going on this week and some great games going on today. So, Big Mike, we apologize, man. We'll get you on tomorrow. We'll get you on tomorrow on our other show. So we'll do that so people can hear you still on our Facebook in St. Louis. All right, thanks, man. Hey, Jeff, wrap up real quick, Jeff, so we get out of here.
Yeah, Congress or the Justice Department should take steps so President Trump cannot run for president again.
All right, JC.
Hey, man, this is not over, man. The whole United States has to be on alert for some decisions this guy probably will make in the next few days.
I want to say this. I appreciate y'all listening to us every Sunday. I don't take it for granted. I know we have an opinion, and our opinions are our opinions, but we like to talk facts, too. That's one thing we like to do is talk opinions, but hit facts. Thank you. And I got to say, yesterday was a great day. Had a young dinner with a young man named Travion Ford, who's going to the University of Missouri, and his family. It's one of the best times to see a mom, a dad, an uncle, and friends sitting up there while this young man is being celebrated. We got to start celebrating our young men and give them an opportunity to say thank you for doing the right thing. We always talk about the wrong thing. We ain't white. We don't get away with it. We don't have lawlessness like white folks get away with. We don't do those things. So I'm going to tell you something. Thank this young man, Travion Ford, for being a strong, positive young black boy headed to the University of Missouri, all three of our alma mater. Proud of you, man. Thank you for listening to me every Sunday. I don't take this for granted. You can catch me tomorrow night on Facebook, or we'll put a link on where you can catch me again live Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. Thank you for your precious time. The big fella out. Hurricane and the coach. We'll see you tomorrow night.
If it's happening in our community, we're talking about it. It's the Demetrius Johnson Show on Hot